Welcome to our special Cadbury Celebration Presents Celebrating Relationships. In the first half of this program, we were talking about how relationships have changed. But now is the time to discuss why is this disconnect happening. Dr. Chelani, do you blame technology for it?
One of the advantages why technology is kind of taking precedence over human relations or human connect is because it's very safe to hide behind an SMS, an email, a chat, a Facebook. You can't see me directly, okay? You can't see my body reactions, you cannot see my body language, you can't see the expression of my eyes. I feel a little safeguarded.
Interesting you say this because 78% people feel comfortable expressing themselves through SMS and email instead of a face-to-face option.
Yeah, because that's, unfortunately I think, and I blame some amount of media for this, is that emotionality is being propagated as weakness. Emotionality is being propagated as a philosophy that if you're emotional, you're going to be exploited. You are not necessarily going to get the pride of place that you deserve because you're too sensitive. So I have a lot of clients who come into my clinic asking me for such a strange request that, Barkha, I'm sensitive, please make me more sturdy. And I say sensitivity is one of the great qualities of human emoting and human relating. What we want to protect against is oversensitivity. Okay, so I think technology is being misused by us, which means that the correction does not need to be in the technology, but in us, where we need to start getting in touch with our humanness.
Rohit, do you see the family structures changing? Because something that came up in the survey is also that people take out time for families versus taking out time for work colleagues, friends and neighbors. They take out time for family, but at the end of the day, sometimes there is a disconnect there as well. And people seem to be engrossed only in work, making money. In fact, 80% feel that money equals happiness.
We use this phrase quality time. I think it's just a guilt assuaging way of actually telling your family that you don't have as much time for them as you need to. Because it almost suggests that, quality time and quantity time are bipolar. And that's not what it is. When you spend 3 hours with your family, it was all quality time. But you're not trying to kind of, justify that, hey, it's only 15 minutes, but it's quality time.
Dr. Chelani, does it bother you that people give so much importance to money, earning money and providing for the family in a certain way?
Money doesn't equal happiness. And I think success doesn't equal happiness. Because if that was really true, well, my office is only flooded with very successful people. And the very fact that they seek some kind of professional help for their emotional inabilities, okay, speaks volumes to say that success and happiness are completely unrelated. So to that extent, if the myth was broken, I'm not saying that I'd like to be a beggar on the street. But at the end of the day, one has to draw a boundary and ask himself or herself how much.
Rahul, at this point, what does the survey say about celebrations? How are people celebrating today, festivals, get-togethers, and who are they celebrating it with?
Family. We've been talking about the fact we don't have enough time for the family. It's the celebration time when people are going back to their families and they're celebrating with their families and their friends. So the two most set of individuals who we had left in our lives are actually coming back to us when the celebrations come by.
How do you plan to celebrate? That would be my last question.
I think for us, especially when you look at Cadbury celebrations, it's really exhorting the world to actually go out there, reach out, connect with warmth, connect in real terms. And that's the world that we want to see, and that's the world we want to propagate, because these things are very fragile. As indeed, if you look at the earlier part of the discussion, we didn't set out with the objective of making relationships more fragile, but they've become that way. In the same way, I think the celebrations of festivities, unless it is kind of inculcated and cultured and people reach out, and that's really what I think Cadbury Celebrations is always going to try and do.
Well, on that positive note, I think we come to the end of this special. Thank you all for joining us and sparing us your time. So have a great festive season, indulge your loved ones, cherish the togetherness, and also stay tuned for the second part of this very special series where we come up with more survey results. Stay tuned.